you aware there is no man on the face of the earth who has the gift of prayer? Prayer is not a gift. Prayer is a discipline. People do not get gifted to pray. They get disciplined to pray. In Acts chapter 6 and verse 4, he said we will give ourselves to prayer and the ministry of the word. So prayer is what you give yourself to. Am I communicating? Everyone who understands the mystery of intimacy must know that without prayer you are powerless. They said to Daniel, Daniel, we have no problems with you, but you must not pray for just 1 month. After 1 month, continue praying. Some of us would have thought that it is wise for him to wait till after a month, but Daniel said, no, without prayer I am dead. 1 month without prayer makes 1 month. 1 week without prayer makes 1 week. Daniel said, I will pray. It doesn't matter the decree. There is something about prayer. Prayer, just like gas is to your vehicle, so prayer is to the believer. You must understand that prayer is your spiritual respiration. You must understand that prayer is your ambience. Prayer is your atmosphere. In Luke chapter 18 verse 1, he spoke a parable to this end, saying, men, not boys, men, not children, men ought to pray. So those that pray are men. Those that pray are matured. They don't complain, they pray. Men ought to pray and not to faint. In Luke 11 verse 1, the Bible said this, they came to him and said, teach us to pray, even as John taught his disciples to pray. God is looking for a praying generation, a generation of prayer. Pastor Benny Hinn said he was preaching for a man called Yonggi Cho, and he was preaching in Yonggi Cho's church. Pastor Yonggi Cho is late. He pastored the biggest church in the world and is late now, and he was preaching in that man's church, and Pastor Benny Hinn said it was time for them to eat. He went to the man's house to have breakfast, and they brought, the wife of Yonggi Cho brought the food for them to eat, and Pastor Benny made a big mistake. He told Yonggi Cho to bless the food, and Yonggi Cho blessed the food for 8 hours. The guy was gone. Yes. That is what it means to be intoxicated, to be drunk. There are 3 kinds of alcoholic. There are the drinkers, the drunkards, and the drunk. The drinkers, the drunkards, and the drunk. The drinkers take alcohol. The drunkards take a lot of alcohol. The drunk, alcohol takes them. When a man is said to be under the influence of alcohol, it's not a function of how much alcohol he has taken. It's how much of him alcohol has taken. It's under, that's the man that is drunk. 8 hours. Pastor Benny slept, woke up. Igelebiana to the Fisako, the Bayane, Kotatidi, Vasibo, the Yakatizo, the Bamani, the Zokodamba, the Manahego, Evekosi, Tatapito, the Mahinda, the Katasiso, Sivale, Godabaye, Tanasia, Tina Mana Subrahida, Ibradahida, Isibrahida, Tina Mana So. The church is experiencing bankruptcy of power because our knees are not wet. Not praying because you have a problem. Not praying because there's something you need from God. But praying because you are in love with God. You are in love with God. Isana Ketoba Enisuti Gadi Ivanota Tetakuso Bidi Gonde Gedu Sikipa de Geya Takatube Etulasia Titikibako Enikushida Sokotupila Etifrata Kudi Zakatipo Terebane Sakanama Topele Navia Izune kate etekude ezemana ekapala 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 ekapase katamande kobalala cha.